If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Superstars Cafe on the TXO.
If you are
Star FM.
Sounding good all the time.
We have a special guy on the line, a new school promoter. I love to call this guy a new school global promoter. And he comes through. He's managed guys like Don, and he's taken selfies with some of the big names in the showbiz industry, you know, from Trevor Noah and my crush Meagan Good. I was broken when he did that. Like, how do you take a pic with Meagan Good and you try to teach her how to say mbare, my guy? Dude, everybody please welcome Kuda Manase!
Yes, sir.
And the 4 Sounds Promotions boss is in the house today. What's happening, bro?
Hey, listen, first of all, you got to tell me where that market to sell your organ is. I think I'll take that deal.
You take that deal now.
45 million is a lot of money, Mox. Hey, come on, you know that.
A milli, bruh. Cause of the 45 milli. Bruh.
45, hey, listen, people in Hollywood spend a lifetime without touching that kind of money, man. That's a lot.
Serious.
Hey, but it's good to be back on the Mox Show, Moxinator.
It's good to...
Hey, your energy is always on levels, man. I love your energy. I was actually saying, I wish I was in the studio with you, like, sitting right across you. That's a different vibe, bro. They don't understand.
I tried to arrange that, but my boss stuck to his guns. COVID, lockdown restrictions, and all that stuff.
Oh no, boss!
He killed the vibe.
Hey, we gotta sit down with the boss and we gotta talk it out, man.
Yeah.
This we can't let this happen like this.
He doesn't understand the vibe. It's all about the vibe, man. The vibe. So how you been?
Yes, sir. I'm alright, Mark. I'm alright. You know, I've been back home now. I'm back in Zimbabwe. I've been here for about 2 months or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got some business we're handling and a couple of projects we're working on. So it feels good to be back, I should say.
Okay.
You know, I should have seen you way earlier, but you know, with the whole situation going on, it wasn't viable.
Yeah, it wasn't tenable then. But yeah, we'll make a plan. You know, with things starting to ease, there are rumors, there are things. You know, like we'll see. We'll just make a plan.
No, but this is a great time to catch up. You know, it's a great time to catch up.
Yeah, make plans and stuff.
The only thing is, you know, there are no drinks. Apana Glen Fidget. I'm the Glen Fidget. You know, piece of COVID, muro.
What lies?
That's what they were telling me when I arrived. They were like, bro, you gotta come with a lot of Glen Fidget. Don't QR your COVID.
There's nothing. You know that ain't true. You know that ain't true. That's why
I know these Harare boys. They're just trying to get me, man.
They're trying to get you to buy something.
They're trying to get me. Yeah.
All right.
You're not falling for that.
Let's talk. How did you get to like stand next to Meagan Good? Let's start there, bro.
Oh, that's a great question, boss. That's a great. Hey, listen. Even when I was standing right next to her, because I stood next to her before I started talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta gather up your guts and like all your balls. You gotta make sure, like, you know, you're going for it. So I was a little shaky.
Okay.
I didn't even know what was going on at that point. I was like, what am I doing? Like, go to the video, no, it's a crazy feat. Now I'm joking. I wasn't that starstruck though.
I would be because like, from way back, bro. I can't. And it's her birthday today.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. She's actually well, I talked to her manager too.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes when I'm in the DMs, you know, she responds and everything. Oh, nice, hey, she laughs or whatever, you know. It's a fire emoji or whatever the case. I'm actually going to say happy birthday. You know, it's still early that time.
It's still very early.
When they wake up, I'm going to be like, oh, Meagan, happy birthday, sweetheart. Happy birthday, best friend. And she's going to be like, oh, my African brother. Yeah.
Really, it works like that. All right.
No, but it was real dope, though. It was real. She's such an amazing person. She's so sweet. You know, so friendly, so welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we hung out for a little bit, and it was quite cool.
Someone just sent me a message, kind of like just try to pour water on this conversation and just say, and she's so married, Mox, don't forget.
Hey, listen, man, you're on the mess with the man of God, bro. You're messing with the man of God.
The man of God. I don't want to mess with the man of God.
Yeah, you want to go there, Mox. You want to do it, man.
Let me chill. But then you also met probably the biggest comedian in Africa.
Right.
Trevor Noah.
Oh, hey, to me, that guy is the biggest comedian on the planet, on the universe.
Dude, there's Kevin Hart, bro.
Trevor Noah. That's my guy. Now, I was, there was an agency, because I'm into entertainment management, as you may know already.
Mm-hmm.
So there was an agency I was working very closely with in Beverly Hills, California.
Mm-hmm.
So on that day, I met him like 3 different times, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the first time I was like, oh my gosh, is this Trevor? Who? Trevor, what? Yeah, but he was in the same building, and I forgot what he was doing, but he was obviously handling his business over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, we started chopping it up. We started talking and everything. And then in the middle of our conversation, it was so crazy. It was quite weird, because right in the middle of our conversation, he just stopped talking whilst he was talking. You know what I'm saying? So he just came to an abrupt end, like, whoop. And I was like, yo, bro, what's going on? And then he started doing the sign language thing. He started talking to me in sign language, and like, I didn't understand. I was like, what the hell is going on over here? And then he got out his phone, and then he typed it out, and then he's like, oh, I've got a show in the next week or so. So I'm under a doctor's prescription, and I can't speak for too long. Oh, I was like, oh man, you're so cool, man. You're so cool.
That's sick.
I was like, I'm gonna copy that when I become famous. I'm just gonna be talking to someone, and then I just stop.
But he had an operation some time ago, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, and then I went on to research it, and then I saw it's actually a thing. Like, it's a real thing that he has going on. So it's something to do with his voice. Apparently, it fixes his voice. It fixes the projection. It soothes it. I don't know, but that science stuff, I don't really know.
Wow.
I don't know if it works either, because I don't think not talking works. But you never know with these guys out there, these doctors.
You just.
Pangwagapiwa mvura yemteura kanza awangosipa yafa notaura.
Kuda, you're
you never know.
Kuda, you're not.
Pangwagaenda kuningi kunoshandirwa kanza aiwa inofana kugara pauro yakasagara pauro manje.
Azbudi watosara. Kuda.
Yeah, but he was so cool. Trevor Noah was so calm, poised. The poise. Oh my gosh, that man. It's like he hasn't even made it. It's like he's just so chilled, bro. He's laid back. Even the way he dresses, like he doesn't put on too much. Just a shirt and some pants. That's what inspired my dress in a way. So I was like, man, there's no point of putting on too much, bro, and it's weighing heavy on you. You can just put up your pants, put on your shirt, and then put on some shoes, and then you have a watch on, and then it's all good. But yeah, I get watching and I see I don't think I'm my AP, my Odo, my Patek Philippe 80,000 that's Saka ye one watch again no think that 10 the motor. I was like, don't go now. I know. Let him be seen.
Levels, let's chill.
Levels, bro. Yes, no, he's getting paid, bro. He's on the Daily Show out in New York. He's definitely getting his paper for sure.
All right.
But it was cool meeting him.
Kuda, we're running out of time right now. But I just want to know, what are your plans in terms of promotion and looking at the pandemic?
Right, that's a great question, actually. So when this whole thing hit, actually, I was in Miami, in the US, and it just came from nowhere. So we had a lot of things planned throughout the start of 2020, and just going forward, because that's when a lot of things were actually starting to fall into place. We were having a lot of meetings trying to project what we're going to do for the rest of the year. And then from nowhere, everything just started closing down. We had events planned, canceled. Actually, I was supposed to be on tour with Cardi B just a month ago. June, July. She was going to do an African tour. Yeah. We're supposed to be on tour together with Cardi out here in South Africa, actually. And then, that got canceled too. So it was so much uncertainty and not knowing where we were going or what was going to happen, and with so many other projects as well. But
let me cut in right there. We have to go to the news. We'll continue this conversation when we come back. How about that?
Hey, I talk too much. I'm sorry about that, sir.
Don't be.
My bad.
Touchdown, Star FM, sounding good all the time. It's 1:00. Time for the news.
Superstars Cafe on the TXO.
Okay, we were still talking to Kuda Manase when we went to the news break. And, bro.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, I talk too much, bro. A lot of people have told me that.
It's a good thing.
And now I see I'm cutting into the national news. That's terrible. I gotta calm down. Man, this is too much, right? I need a speech. What do they call them? A speech coach.
Yeah. Just to, just so that you can economize on all the chatter. Okay. So you were supposed to be on tour with Cardi B.
With Cardi B, baby. Oh my gosh. But, hey, her promoter and her manager, I met them in California early on this year.
Mm-hmm.
So when I caught the news that she's gonna be on tour in South Africa, and then I started talking to her promoter, and he's a very good guy. He's a friend of mine, and he's like, I talked to the manager, and they're like, you can if you want, you can come tour South Africa with us and get all the footage and production, and then because right now what we're doing with 4 Promotions is we try as best as we can to get a lot of content, and then we store it. And eventually the goal is to broadcast it on a proper platform, or even sell it to these big corporations. Because I've seen a lot of people do that in the US. They then sell their content to Netflix. Netflix can just come and say, yo, we've got $2 million, bro. I heard you've got footage about this and that and that. Can you have it? And then, okay, selling rights. There you go. And it's the whole model is business oriented, but that was the goal, to be on tour with Cardi B. And we had, it was going to happen until COVID hit, and now I'm here in Zimbabwe.
So
hey, life comes at you fast, man.
Life comes at you real fast. Now tell us, like back here at home, you got some plans as well, I understand.
Yes, of course, definitely. So as you know, it's not just one dimensional. We're not one. 4 Promotions is what we call a vertically integrated firm, a company. So we've got a lot of other wings and a lot of other projects and companies under that holding under that one umbrella. So there are a couple of projects we're currently pursuing in terms of mining, and I won't go into depth, but we're into commodity management. We do that as well. So that's something I've been doing back home since I've been back. That's the reason I actually came back home. And then I've got a couple of talents I'm managing out here too. A couple of producers, a couple of music artists, and I was actually with one of my great friends. He's also signed to 4 Promotions. His name is Brandon Kambarazina at Keep Pencil Art on Instagram.
He's an amazing. He's sick. I follow him. He's sick. He's sick.
He is insane. Hey, they don't even know what he does, and we're already going crazy like this. I gotta explain to the people, man.
Okay.
I gotta explain to the people what's going on, man.
All right, go.
So this guy, he's a pencil art. So all his work that he does, he uses pencil to draw, and a lot of charcoal, so pencil and charcoal. So he does realism art. So it's basically fine art, fine pencil art. And if you look at him, Mox, and you smile at him for like 5 minutes, he would have drawn your sketch already. So he would have had the outline face. Imagine that. And then you give him like a week or so, you already see, you be like, oh man, this me. Like, it's like you looking in the mirror, Marks. Like, you have the bald head, shiny a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Why you
like,
gotta bring my bald head up, bro? Why you gotta do that?
Hey, that's a signature, man. That shows it's a real man in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually in the middle of
I want my
trying to
hair
cut
back, bro.
all my hair off and look like Mark. Yes. No, but he's an amazing pencil artist, and he's drawn a lot of people, a lot of my friends out in Hollywood.
I checked out his picture of Pokelo as well. That was sick.
But he did we just delivered it to Pokelo yesterday. Pokelo, the beautiful, amazing Pokelo.
Yes, I saw that picture. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, wow. I didn't tell her this is what I call her, but this is my nickname for her. I call her Queen Porky.
Queen Porky.
Hey, he did an amazing portrait of Pokelo. We delivered it to her yesterday. Hey, it was nice, man. She loved it. She's like, oh, but why am I not smiling? And I'm like, Pokelo, you never smile. You don't
smile that much. You always got your business face on. You got your game face
it's always serious.
Just still as beautiful, always serious. All right. Bro, I'm about to let you go, but where can people find you on social media to get all the updates on the things that you're doing, not just locally, but I understand at the end of the month you're headed back to pick up on what's been put on hold. So maybe you can let people know where people can find you.
Right, yeah. At the end of the month, I'm actually going to be in Europe because I'm left with one more year of law school. In Europe. So in May I'll be a lawyer, Marks. You can get into as much trouble as you want to. You my guy, Marks. We go years. Listen, don't worry about it, sweetheart.
So you got one more year of law school.
Yeah, one more year and then I'm done. 2 semesters. I'm finishing in May and then I graduate. But I'm always working, so school is secondary and then my work is always primary, so it's always my work first. But if you want to see what we're working on and what we've been doing and what we're going to be doing, it's a lot. We haven't even started yet. It's at Kuda Manase. So Kuda Manase, Manase. And then the big entity is 4 Promotions. FOUR Promotions, ads for promotions. That's where you're going to see. Listen, you can go on that page the whole day. It's better than any show you're going to binge watch on Netflix. It's better than anything you're going to see on TV. We've got the best content out straight from Africa.
Fire team.
We fixed it up.
Kuda, we will do some a little meetup when the time's right. And just link up because we can't just be talking on the phone like this. This doesn't work.
Make no sense.
It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense.
Hey, Max, I got one more thing to say before you let me go, man.
Yeah.
I got 2 more things. First of all, I'm just gonna shout Maxi and then for the last, I'm just gonna go yes sir.
Dude, you came back crazy, and that's even better, man. Can't wait to see you in person, though. Too long, bro.
Hey, man, Max, I love you, my brother.
Take care, man. Take care of yourself. Man. Stay safe, and all the best as you continue with your endeavors here at home and when you take off.
That's a must. God bless you, sir.
All right.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Superstars Cafe on the TXO.
If you are
Star FM.
Sounding good all the time.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Superstars Cafe on the TXO.
If you are